Hello and welcome back to Call of the Wild. We are continuing our Layton Lake District quest walkthrough. The list of the DLCs and the quest guidelines are listed down below in the description. If you are not playing along, please do. Alright, so we've got our mission. Hope wants us to harvest 2 blacktails in Belmont. Doc wants us to harvest a whitetail or a blacktail at night in a new area we haven't been in yet. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep this highlighted because I don't want this to highlight my map. It is a little after noon, almost a quarter till 1. I'm not entirely happy with my zone situation. Most in particularly the amount of animals in each zone. So I would like to find one, preferably 2 zones with 3 to 4 animals in it. At least one male. At least one male. Alright, so I am being mindful of the wind. Not so much of my noise though. I did not go back to main menu since the last video, so the animals that have been spooked have still been spooked. They very well could have gone back to their zones. All I did was walk away from my PC and let the game run for about 20 minutes. I'm hoping for animals to be in their zone, or at least on their way to their zones. Quick recap as well. We've got 2 blacktail zones, 4 to 8. The second one is 8 to noon. So I'm not sure yet what blacktails are doing right now. That moose is not happy with me being this close. Okay. I do not want a moose to turn into a hunter-seeking projectile, so I'm going to back off from them a little bit. If I can. They're walking this way as well.
I noticed you're after moose. Tough animals, I tell ya. Be sure to bring the right caliber weapon to bring them down. Oh, and while their eyesight ain't too good, their smell is. So keep your scent and the wind in mind.
I found a moose strength zone. Also, I might have to exit into main menu. My cursor's doing this glitch thing. The only way to get rid of that is to go to main menu and get back into the map. And it's super annoying whenever you're trying to look at your zone times, especially when you have multiple species in one zone. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that now. So just bear with me for a moment, please, as I get rid of that bounce. Now that should have fixed it, and it did. Could make our way up to the lake just to check it out. At the same time, looking for blacktail along the way. You know what? That sounds a lot more productive than getting our boots all muddy. So let's ready our binoculars. Keep our ears out. We are looking for vocalizations. If we get lucky and are capable of doing some spotting, we'll definitely take it. But mostly we're just gonna run up on them and discover the zone and get out of there. So please go ahead and write in the comments how you doing with finding your zones. Have you noticed certain animals are more prevalent in other areas? For instance, the whitetail so far are more prevalent south of us, and the blacktail are more prevalent north of us. So that is a bear rest zone, I think. No, it was this rest zone. Here we are. This also might be sharing a rest zone. But there is some sort of boundary between the whitetail and blacktail. And it seems to kind of be in between the lookout and the outpost. Okay, so that is a blacktail. Let's go check that out. 140. It's a little far away, but that's okay.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Now, we just came from that way, so yeah, that animal's traveling. I'm going to guess. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to guess if that animal's traveling. There's its spook. So now we're looking for running tracks. Yeah. This should be just now. So that animal's traveling. Let's get back on track. Bear. Is this the bear? Okay. Just part of the rest zone. Already have that one. Take a little snapshot. Turned into a hunter-seeking projectile. It did. Circled back and came up from behind. See that? Circled behind me? Okay. Well, we got tracks. Different animals. This is a rest zone. Okay, so the elk are definitely in between zones in this area right now. That's okay. We are more interested in the blacktail for now. So we've been seeing elk. We're looking for blacktail. Could they have just different rest zones or feed zones? Because I didn't see them along the water. Not yet, anyway. That's opposite direction. Oh, what do we have here? Got some bear tracks around. No mystery markers come up. Put our marker right on the edge of the boundary of the lake. The wind is blowing to the east. That won't affect us too much if we follow the road. If we try and cut up and take a view of the lake from higher ground, that'll mess with us. What's that? Oh, the coyote. So we're definitely far away enough that we're not spooking anything at the lake yet. We're just over 200 meters from its boundary. Okay, that's the sound we want. That's the sound we want. 160. It's in the wrong direction, but that's okay. Oh, it's out there. That's okay. Check that out. Blacktail have priority. Now we did hear coyote, yeah. That's rabbit. Bear. We got a flea. That's a good chance, I think. I saw it go that way. This is a good chance, yep. Here it is. Looks like a single animal, though. Well, okay. Great news, though. It is great news. We now know blacktail are feeding from noon to 4. Alright. Still, though, what a bummer. A single zone again. The difficult thing is you kill a single male in the zone, it deletes the zone. I don't know about going back up that hill. And part of our, one of the guidelines is to, you know, have minimal hunting pressure. And deleting a zone, it's, I don't know, it's a lot of hunting pressure, I think. We may have to, though, you know. It's all we get. It's all we get. We may have to. I'm thinking, though, really quick. There most definitely can be feed zones for them in this area. So we're going to check out this lake. And then we're going to bounce back and look for feed zones. Let's go ahead and put our marker on the shore. Now, animals can also have their zones roughly about 100 meters from the marker. Keep that in mind. So we are 300 meters away, but from the animals that drink zones, we're just roughly over 200 meters away, possibly. So there's some things to keep in mind. But for now, we're just going to run up. Do some spotting, but run up. All right. Now we know blacktails aren't drinking right now, they're eating. But we don't have any information yet on whitetails. Whitetails could be drinking right now. Alright, so we're now around 150 meters from the water's edge. The wind is blowing in our favor. Spooking something there. It's a blacktail. 110. That's good enough. Let's check that out.
I'm still looking into that incident at Hope's camp. I spoke with him and he wanted me to pass on his thanks.
Yeah.
He's been having some problems finding food lately, though. The black-tailed deer are surprisingly scarce in Belmont for this time of year. Now Hope seems to think some black bears are passing through and scaring off the blacktails. Could be true, but it's hard to know for sure. If you come by any bear tracks in Belmont, let me know.
Let's go ahead and switch to our hunter mate. See if that comes up. Okay. ID tracks from bears in Belmont. We got a new mission. Does it say how many bears? Yes. 3 different bears. Alright, let's keep this one highlighted for now. Well, that was one of those weird zones. The icon is, I don't know if that's a glitch or I don't know exactly what that was. I almost didn't click on it because it's a track. Look at this. A shed. In a shed. What a cool find. Well, as far as I can tell, that is just maybe one animal. I don't know. But the tracks are being strange. Let's go ahead and hit this vantage point and do a quick spot along the water's edge. Now there's a good chance we're going to spook the closest stuff to us, but it's the other side that we hopefully won't be spooking. And I suppose we're looking for whitetail drinking right now. Or honestly, anything drinking right now. I might still be too far away for that edge. Let's check it out. So if the wind was blowing the other way, you would have wanted to have used your scent mask spray. If you haven't had to use that yet, It's okay. We will definitely be using it on our harvests. It's good stuff. Well, looks like I'm swinging a miss. They can be, further away, but I'm not seeing anything. One more quick look, and then I guess I'll call it. I'll go back to Belmont, look for some bear prints. That's going to be an easy objective to finish. Some quick cash, quick XP. Yeah, okay. Well, it was worth a shot. We got 2 zones out of it, 2 blacktail zones out of it too. Alright, so let's go ahead and fast travel. Now, you very well could have gotten completely different results. This is just general rule of thumbs. This
Blacktails
is
are Hope's bread and butter.
the
If you ever
basics.
want hunting tips on him, he's your man. He's been with the Blacktails for a while now. If they're on the move, it's not only a problem for Hope. It might mean worrying changes for other parts of the reserve.
So, remembering back, we did get a bear call over here. We've got a rest zone for a bear over here. And we've also been hearing bear vocals along this area as well. So this should be a very quick and easy quest. It is 2:20. And blacktail are still feeding for the next hour and a half. We're now also on the lookout for bear though. Nice. Feels good finally getting some animals. I know we just started, but it's hard to fight the temptation of just running out, pick up a trail, and just follow it, see where it goes. It can be hard to start a new game and fight that temptation. Let's see what we have. Hmm. Well, ooh. So 50 to 70 meters. It's good. Excuse me.
Well, look at that. Let's see if there are any additional signs of the black bears to support Hope's theory.
So we see two patches. That's a different animal. All right. Let's go ahead and actually let's check out that bear. It may be a different bear. We're just looking for tracks. Rabbit. Here we go. Same animal? Yeah, it's the same animal. So let's cut north, east a little bit. Been getting a lot of vocals from this area, from bears. Rabbit. We definitely want to check out that blacktail. 140. It's good. Let's check that out. See if we can get a spot out of it. Well, no. It's just traveling. And here's its tracks. All right. Yeah, she's traveling. All right, so since we're in this area, let's go check out this rest zone for bears. It's been 2.5 hours. Let's see if the bear tracks are still there. No vocals, no warnings. There's one. Flame, 140. You were right up on top of him. Alright, so now let's see if this is a different bear. Could be the same bear as that one. Well, is that a trot or a run? It's a trot. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's move to the northwest. Looking for new bear and new blacktail. What do we have here? Already have it. Okay. We got some flying rabbit. That's a sound we want to hear. 110. Be nice to get some bear. Some bear tracks would be really nice. Okay, here we are. Excellent. $110. Now that's still within range of this marker, so what I'm hoping is I finally found at least one zone with multiple animals, like 3 to 4, you know. There is one zone that has 2 animals in it, if I am remembering correctly. Could still be just an animal that was spooked though. Oh, I'm hoping for more zone patches. Not seeing them though. Well, alright. Still one zone is good. Ooh, okay. I'm still clicked on that one. Excuse me. So we do have 2 animals in this zone. Zones are pretty far apart. Here we are, here we are. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we found our first zone. This is a go. This zone is a go. It's good. This is beautiful to see. Seeing this? And we can now set up, because we did bring a tripod and a tent. Let's go ahead and set that up. We want a really clear vantage point. Like if we were to look at it from here, look at where the wind's coming. I mean, the wind will be different, but we've got to keep a lot of different things in mind. So this is a great open patch. Do we want to hit it, place our tripod up here, roughly, to the east? We also got a decent shot, also. More over here, towards the west. It doesn't give us quite the same vantage point. That well, I think I'm gonna try and hit him from the east. Oh, I think I'm gonna go for the higher vantage point. Also, if the wind is roughly in the same, coming from the same location tomorrow, when I go to make a harvest, because I'm not harvesting this site today in game. I'll be set the time for tomorrow in game. The wind can roughly be in the same position, blowing from the same. And so up here, yeah, we've got a very, very good wind. It's favorable. I'm going to go ahead and put the marker kind of in the middle here. And now, excuse me, it looks like I'm going to have to take a shot from roughly about 75 meters away. Look at that vantage point though. We do have a bit of a small little tree in our way, but no big deal. This is a great spot. This is a good spot. And if the wind's coming from the same similar direction tomorrow, that will be okay. This is a good spot. So go ahead and click on your tripod. Let's go ahead and check it out, see what it's like. And we might be a little close, but that's okay. We don't have too much more of options. We can set it back a little bit if we are looking for that precise 75-meter shot, but we're not. We just want to harvest 2 blacktails. Let's go ahead and click on our binoculars. Just give a quick. Oh yeah. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave the marker there. And now to place the tent. Because we want to be able to fast travel here. We want to be able to change the time, change our loadout if necessary. There's a lot of advantages to placing a tent. So I don't want to place my tent down here. I'm going to place it somewhere back here. I'm going to leave my waypoint marker there. And we just want to shoot a little over 250. So we don't spook when we fast travel in. We are close to the road, that's not that big of a deal. Lot of tracks. Okay, we are going to go collect that. I believe I need, ooh yes, one more bear track, right?
Guess that settles it.
That does sound.
No wonder the Blacktail's on the run. Gotta give Hope some credit. His suspicions were right on target. Thanks for keeping a lookout.
You're welcome.
Hey there. I think it's time I told you about Jonathan Trampfine. He heard of your dealings with black bears in Valmont, so he wanted to know if you might help him out as well. Trampfine loves black bears. He's been living out here on the reserve for many years, getting as close as he can to the bears and documenting them. A little too close for comfort, if you ask me. Last couple of days, he's been trying to get a picture of a group of black bears that just arrived this season. He's had no luck, though. He wondered if you would take a swing at it. He'd pay you, so it might be worth your trouble.
All right. Got some new missions. Excellent. Now I am going to put my tent a little further away from that zone. I don't
I
have
don't
to.
even know where to begin with Jonathan. He probably feels like he's becoming one with nature out here. And I can understand that, of course. But he's walking a fine line. And I worry one day he might find himself on the wrong side.
As you can see, when you put a tent down, you spook everything in the vicinity. I just went ahead and accepted the new missions. I'm
You've
wondering what
probably
I
come
just
across a
spooked.
coyote by now. We have a sizable population in the reserve, but the Wildlife Varmint Control are constantly trying to keep it in check. Fiona Wallace is their operator in the area, and she's your go-to when it comes to the coyotes in this region. They could use some help with the population control, and there's good money in it, too. She wanted me to let you know that Gila Pass has seen an increase in coyote sightings lately, and that they're offering a reward to anyone harvesting coyotes. I think you'll need a coyote collar for this one.
Excellent, excellent. Let's click onto our hunter mate and accept that. Oh, maybe I already did. Let's check out our missions. Photograph 2 different black bears. Look at that, y'all. New region. Nice. And, hey, all right. Opening 2 new areas of the map for us. And we still have the 2 blacktail, and we still have the whitetail or blacktail at night at the lake. All right. Excellent start. Well, we've got our first setup to start making harvests. Our stand is 75-ish meters away, and our tent is just over 250 meters away. It's also in a direction that if the wind is similar tomorrow, it will be in our favor. All right, so if you liked this episode, please give a thumbs up. If you are playing along, please write in the comments how's your build going? How's your play? What kind of zones are you finding? Have you got more blacktail or similar blacktail zones? How are you doing? Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you haven't, hit the notification bell so you get updated when the new videos come out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing along, and enjoy the rest of your day.